Konnichiwa, this is the Shogunstein, and this is a colorblind board game perspective of Chang'an, Perpetual Peace, basically modern day Xi'an. Chang'an is the old capital of China, either the end or the beginning of the Silk Road. And this is a game that eventually was released by Pendragon and Arcane Wonders. It was a Kickstarter that had originally was a bit sus. It collapsed, and these two companies took over the Kickstarter and actually got the game out. And I've talked about that in another video. But they put the game out, and congratulations to them, because this was going down as a loss. Didn't think this game was actually ever going to come out. And Chang'an came out, and it's a nice production. And I want to talk about some of the things that they've done here for colorblind players. Again, it's a nice touch, considering that they took over a Kickstarter that had died. Basically, the other company who had put it out originally took the money and run. And they put out a very nice production, and it does have some nice things for us colorblind players. So let me just show you. So this is a game about combinations. It's an engine builder. It's kind of like, it's a wonderful world, kind of like that, a little bit like, you know, something like Splendor a little bit, or, you know, Century Spice, you know, an engine builder of that. It would be like Seven Wonders. So you're building an engine, and you're going to be using a lot of cards. And if you look at the actual color of the cards, for colorblind players, these card colors could be trouble. So I probably would not use cards this close in color if I was, you know, looking out for colorblind players. However, they do put some nice symbols on each deck, because when you play, depending on the player count, you're going to be putting in certain numbers of decks of the cards. So if you're going to play solo, it's 2 decks. 2 players, it's 3 different decks. And there's different things. You know, there's ones that deal with trade, politics, military. So in that way, it's kind of like Seven Wonders. But they have a very clear, distinct symbol that you can look at to make sure that you can tell the colors apart. So again, if I turn the cards over, and there's a lot of symbology on here, which I'll talk about in my actual initial thoughts video, they do have the symbol on the other side too. So again, as a colorblind player, some of these colors are, especially these 2 and these 3, can be very close. But on both sides of the cards, there are symbols that you can tell the different decks apart. So it's a nice extra touch. Again, not all games do this. So again, in the first place, maybe I wouldn't use colors that are this close. But the fact that they went the extra step, and again, this was on a production that had already been a loss. This company came in, took over the production, and still spent a little extra time here to make sure colorblind people could distinguish the decks by using symbols on both sides of the cards. So I found the game to be very colorblind friendly, as long as you look at the symbols and don't try to go by the colors. So good job on the production here. This is a look at Chang'an from a colorblind board game perspective. Shogunstein out.